be feeling my footsteps on the head, basically.
That's good. That's good. That's encouraging.
No. So that's what that is on that. That's the other thing. Meanwhile, we got to continue to expose what's going on around the country. The Keystone Pipeline passed through Congress. It's heading into the president, the so-called king, so-called president, which I call dictator, Obama's death sometime next week. And he's going to have the choice of signing it or not. And if he vetoes it, he's going to end up losing, the Democrats will probably end up losing every election thereafter, because it'll create just building the pipeline and all these structures along with it, because in order to build the pipeline, you got to build the roads to get to the pipeline, you got to build the stores so they can feed the workers, the housing, the schools, because it's not going to go overnight, it can take several years, and so forth. So you're talking estimated 40,000 jobs immediately, and if you got another 80,000 jobs continuously, because you're building up neighborhoods that way, and other things that constantly look over the pipelines and everything else. So you can actually have towns and cities build up around it. So you can actually build up a tremendous amount of employment and economic boom. Similar to what's happening in North Dakota with the oil and fracking boom. The same way.
Right.
So, and so he has a choice. Either go and sign the Keystone Pipeline that passed the House and Senate, or lose everything.
Well, you know what? Not only the Obama regime, he's going to lose everything. He doesn't want jobs. He doesn't want people to. He wants everybody to be on welfare right now. He wants people to get a Obama phone. He wants people to get Obamacare. People want the now Obama education card now, and now Obama gas card. So
remember when they said that they would celebrate that the economy grew by 5% for the third quarter? Turned out to be only 2.5% or 3%. It only grew by 2% this quarter.
1.5 to be exact.
Cook the books. Bottom line is that the economy is not moving. It's not buying. It's crawling along in baby steps because it's being strangled by big government.
Wait a minute, I'm going to stop it right there. Wendy's in my area just closed down. In my area, 5 blocks away, they closed down. And they're closing down, they're already closed down 200 stores. They're closing down another 100 stores next week. Sears is closing down too as well. They have already closed in some areas. And also another one is JCPenney's. Now Goldstone ice cream too, by the way. People want to go Goldstone ice cream, where the Clintons actually help give money to Goldstone to actually build up this company who was endorsed by Hillary and by also USA Today, and also by Good Morning America, of all places. Now, because of this, Goldner now they're pulling out because they can't pay the people the health care coverage, so they have no choice.
Right. That could be somewhere depending on what close you are to, say, Seattle, which is 15. But if you force a business to under penalty law to do certain things, they will tend to cut the costs.
Right.
Because it increases costs, and they cut the costs by either laying people off, cutting hours, or they'll close up, or they'll raise the prices to offset the increased costs.
Right.
Either way, the consumer and the American people get shafted on it. Same thing. If you increase taxes on the so-called 1%. They're not going to eat the increased costs to live and to operate. They're going to pass it down to others. So you're actually increasing taxes on everyone.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
So you got. If you want
saving money,
people, you cut taxes, not increase.
Right. Well, it's not a tax deduction. It's a tax increase, is what it is, and it's going to.
Obamacare has 26 or so backdoor tax increases. Reason why, even though gas is down and the cost of freight from one end to the other
hidden
end is down,
fees, hidden charges.
The actual price to get it from one end to the other is actually gone up because of increased taxes on the products themselves due to Obamacare.
See, product and services, hidden
know,
tax.
That's why the prices in the supermarket never went down. In fact, it's gone up.
Right. So there you go. See, it makes perfect sense to us.
EPA regulations, plus Frank, plus all the other backdoor stuff. You know, they're still implementing a lot of stuff. We're trying to get things done, and by doing that, they can make it harder for individuals and businesses to expand and to grow. And that's why, even though the unemployment rate went down to 5.6, in actuality, it's really over 10% because more than 12 million people have left the workforce since Obama took office. Largely because of also more female or in the minority communities, and also the workforce participation rate, which is at 62.7%, which is the worst it's been since Jimmy Carter days, and 93 million people left the workforce. This is because there's no jobs out there that's actually paid to make a living. Most of the jobs that were so-called created are part-time or they're low income.
Mm-hmm. Right. I know, scary.